What's up, y'all? Sparty here. I want to talk about audio on the LG V30. Now, as you guys know, a lot of companies are taking the headphone jack out in favor of either making a slimmer overall phone, saying it's antiquated technology, or just, having the courage to do so. What I feel the V30, what LG does with this phone, is quite the antithesis of what a lot of phone designers, because Apple's not a phone maker, they're a phone designer. Foxconn makes the phone for them. But what I feel a lot of these, phone designers slash manufacturers are doing is missing the bigger picture. And in my previous video, I talked about the Razer phone and how they did it. In my opinion, they did it better than what a lot of others are doing. Whether or not it's a proprietary pinning in the USB-C, adapters, USB-C, port is yet to be seen. But they have a 24-bit hi-fi DAC tuned by THX. And if you know THX, they know audio. So, yeah. That's something that is very exciting to me personally. And I think that's something that a lot of these people that are just taking the headphone jack out just to do it, they're insane for doing so. But the V30, man, let me tell you. And let me preface it by talking about the predecessor with the quad DAC, the LG V20. Now, this is an advanced system of the quad DAC. It won't allow you to use even more high impedance cans. It still does 600 ohms. But I would be lying if I told you that it didn't sound better. Because it definitely does. The thing about this quad DAC system, and I can't necessarily show you guys because I don't have any headphones near me to plug in, but, oh yeah, I do. They're right down there. Give me 1 second. The thing about this quad DAC system is that it makes the V30, or just the V20 and V30, even the G6 if you have the international G6. And of course, since I said, it probably thought I said high V30, so it unlocked. But the thing about this quad DAC system is, especially in this phone, is that you could fine tune it to your pleasure. Kind of. You can make it so it's more balanced. You can make it so it's more detailed. If you want a more live feel to your music or a more bassy feel to your music, you could do that. I keep that on normal. I think I keep all this on its basic settings because I like how the basic settings do it. But in LG's music app, what I do is I have it so it's in pure surround. And that makes it so reverb is like out of this world. And it sounds very nice. Even if you use something like Google Play Music, which I do, saying something like you like to listen to a lot of Weekend or something, it amplifies what this system can do. And it makes things sound very fucking good. Very good. Sure, the headphone jack is in the upper right. That's something that I got used to, and I've actually adjusted to it being on top like that, so it doesn't bother me as much as I thought it would, though I still would prefer it on the bottom like it is on the V20. So you get this, and another thing is that the quad DAC used to be a power hog on the V20. I can't necessarily attest to this right now because I don't have my Sennheiser HD 650s in yet. So I can't talk about that quite yet. But when I get those in, I will talk about this more. And it'll probably be a rant video. But what I've heard from people that do have that headset, those headphones that use this phone and have this phone, is that the quad DAC is no longer a power hog. LG has made it so that if you're, and I could say this from using my Sennheiser IE800s, is that it's not a power hog at all. It sips power very well. It manages power very well. Now the IE800s, they're, 15 ohm headphones, so they're not necessarily the most powerful earbuds you could get. But as far as a lot of stuff in the technical standpoint, those headphones paired with this phone, you can't go wrong with it. You really can't. And probably even with their more, in-depth, they're more fine-tuned IE800s that it just came out with, the 800Ss. I honestly prefer the 800s because I just like the look better. But the 800s, the 800Ss, got even less noise distortion and all that stuff too. So if you want even less of that, which on the 800s is also very good and it's very minimal, you can't hear that. The app on this is very loud and it's very clear. You hear nuanced sounds, especially if you have the right headphones to do it, to give you that, sound stage in the proper way. You will hear stuff that you haven't heard. And if you've heard it already, it'll make it seem like a new sound. And that's something that the V20 also did well. And the V30 does even better. So that's something that if you are an audiophile, or if you just want a music player that's good for that stuff, get an LG whether it's the V20 or the V30 or the International G6 or the G6 Plus with the quad DAC. Get those and you will see what a lot of people that use this phone, a lot of people that talk about this are raving about. This isn't overhype, okay? You won't hear it right on. You have to let it set in. You have to actually use this with your favorite pair of headphones or a brand new pair of headphones. You gotta let those headphones break into this. Because when I first heard it, I won't lie, it didn't sound no different from my V20. But after using my IE800s with this for 3 days, or even less than that, 3 days is not 3 whole days, but 3 days, and I would use them on commutes and stuff like that. I started hearing stuff that I haven't heard, or there's more oomph to those sounds. But I don't want to make this a huge video. Yeah, as far as audio goes, that's it. If you want something that's very good and that is the best that you can get in this day and age in smartphones with audio, get the V30. Or even get the V20 if you want a removable battery and you don't care about water resistance. Get this. You won't go wrong. You can't go wrong. But yeah, that's it. This is Sparta. Thank you guys for watching. Thanks for the support. Hope you guys have a wonderful Wednesday night or whatever time it is in your area. Have a good one.